G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 28 of our Wolves career mode here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we'll be taking on Barcelona in the second leg of our Champions League quarterfinal matchup. We'll be away at the Camp Nou as well, so a bit of excitement. Should be a good one. If you watched last video, you'll know unfathomably somehow we came out 5-1 winners. I honestly no idea how it happened, but hopefully that means that today will be a bit of a stroll for us in terms of not hopefully repeating the first. If you remember the first live commentary game that we had, which was either United or Leicester. Either way, we lost to both of those 4-0. So hopefully just not a repeat of that. Hasn't happened in a while, but you know, today could be that day. Anyway, before I got to the highlights of the Brighton game, that was the only game we've played since the first leg, I thought I'd just catch you up on a few of the youth products that we've got coming through. We've had, obviously, Aidan O'Neill's the standout who's played the most probably in the first team. But I thought I'd just show you who else has come through, basically. And then we'll go to our youth squad and just look at who's sitting in there at the moment, because I think we've got a couple in there that basically I'm just, holding on to until I decide to either release them or call them up to sell them, really. I'll just briefly click through these fellas. As you see here, we've got quite a number that we have called up. A few of them probably won't actually ever see the light of any first team football. A couple of these guys have played a couple of games here or there, like this fella Oscar Hodges has played in the first team, and you can see he is progressing rather well, but at this stage he probably needs to be loaned out, as does Mr. Hatter, and as you can see he's out on loan at Middlesbrough. We can probably do with loaning out Luca Rowley here. Mr. Calvin Cock, the Cock star, who's, look, I want to stick by him just because he's got a great name. Firstly, Calvin, great first name for a footballer in 2022. Shout out to Calvin Stengs. He's also, I just think he looks pretty good technically, and then I like that he's got the traits that he's got. So I'm hoping that we can keep him around. We've then got some, less exciting people like Maloney here who, he's got some good stats. Like having those physical stats, the strength, the stamina, the jumping, for a youth player who's a striker who's 6'1", it looks good. The poor fella just can't kick the bloody ball. He can't finish. He's not that great at passing. Really, he should be a defender. Why haven't I not tried changing him to a centre back? He's 6'1", he's got his tackling, his stand tackle is 20 more than his finishing. What have I done? Why have I done that? Bizarre. Let's do that right now. Man, bit of a live, on-the-fly retweak you see here. It'll take 14 weeks, but I just think at the end of the day, it might just be worth it. I mean, he's definitely better as a centre-back. Maybe, what about it as a holding mid? It'll take just as long. How will it take? Oh, this makes no sense to me, honestly. You know what? I'll actually just keep him as a striker, I think. Maybe change the plan that he's on. I don't know. Yeah, we'll put him as a complete striker for now. Why not? I mean, he doesn't really need that much more pace to play as a striker in the way that we play. I mean, Raul Jimenez wouldn't be much quicker than that if he is. Really, he just needs to learn to finish the bloody ball. Is his heading all right? His heading's all right compared to his finishing anyway. Probably just needs to be loaned out, let's be honest. Just needs to play. Needs to and learn to finish. Beyond Maloney, we've got Mr. Quintero here, who's got great physical, great pace anyway, not great stamina. And he looks pretty decent. He could probably do with more tackling, but he is a wing-back that we just sent out on loan. I think I was actually trying to change him to a midfielder before the loan got accepted. But then because he got loaned out, I was like, well, bugger it. I don't really need to, or because someone offered on him on loan, I don't really need to, care about changing his position as long as he's out there growing and playing for someone. But Whistle was already at the club with a great haircut. Look at him here. Oh, that's a handsome chap. Look at that. Wow. What a man. He's from Singapore. Who would have thought? Harry Burt Whistle. We've got two people then older than Delaney, who is currently our backup goalkeeper. Just because I couldn't be bothered signing another one after John Ruddy left at the end of last season. Then Aidan O'Neill, who's now up to 76 overall. He's just a stud. He's just come through. He's absolutely killing the game. He's good at dribbling, he's good with on the ball, free kick accuracy surprisingly good, decent physicals for a youth player, especially one that's only 19 still. So really, I think the world of him. I think he'll be, in time, he'll probably, step into the second team, I suppose, in place of maybe Jedson Fernandez, or we'll see. We also brought in this fella. He was hanging around in free agency at the I guess the start of this season, after the last had finished anyway. I just thought he looked rather good for a youth centre-back. He is 20 now, which is less promising, but he's 72 overall. I have no idea what his potential would be, but he just looks pretty decent for a centre-back. I'm not sure if I'll actually ever look at him seriously for a replacement. I guess we are on the market for another centre-back with Roman Saiss leaving at the end of the season, so maybe that could be his spot. He's had a good loan spell, like a good in terms of the club that he's going to Brentford. I honestly, for the life of me, can't remember if they'd stayed in the Premier League. Oh, it's got the EFL patch on his shoulder. That'll probably tell me. So they probably went down. So I would say he's playing in the Championship, and he's probably getting a decent run, to be fair of it. So I can't be too mad. We've then got the youth players that it gives you at the start of the game anyway, and none of them are anything to shout about, other than Fabio Silva. Really. So the rest of them will probably go at the end of this season anyway. If their contracts aren't running out, hoping to God to sell them, really. But those are all the ones that we've signed up as yet. We'll go to our youth squad now. So here we are. We've got a couple of good goalkeepers coming through. I'm very hesitant because we've already got, I can't remember his name, but he was up to 67 overall, and he's out on loan. We've got Delaney as our backup keeper. And then we've already got like a 16-year-old who's 69 overall, which is pretty nice. Mr. Lynch here, who's 67 overall. He's looking good, and he's only 15. He's absolutely giant as well. So's Mr. Carter. We've then got a left back, Agron Ismaili. I don't know how to say that. He's squinting for some reason. He looks rather average. Nothing to really write home about with him. Just hoping that he develops quickly, and we'll see how we go. Decent potential. We've kept him around for a few months now, so potentially, depending on how many people are actually sold come the start of next season, we might push him up into the first squad and try and loan him out. We've then got Ibrahim Forrest. We are training him to be a centre mid. I just thought he's not that great at finishing. Perhaps what we should have done with that striker fella earlier. We are straight away changing him from a centre forward back to a centre midfielder. I just think it'll suit him better. He's good at defending for what will be a centre mid. We can probably train him to be a bit of a box to box. Hopefully another Aidan O'Neill. And he's just got decent physicals already. He's strong. He's got good stamina. Decent jumping for someone who's 5'11 as well. He'd probably win his fair share of headers. We've then got another couple of players. This guy, I don't know how to say that first name. I looked at it and I was going to say Jigs. That's not it. Gidges? Guys? I don't know. However you say that one. He's looking alright. I'm changing him to an attacking mid just because, like the others, I don't think he's not going to fit in our squad as a striker, but he's also not going to fit as a winger. So I'm moving him back into midfield to play like the Ross Barkley or Michael Elise role. Hopefully with training him as a centre attacking mid, I'll get him onto a training plan to work on his sprint speed and his stamina, and we can get him also working on his passing, his movement, everything like that. Everything you need out of another Ross Barkley. I guess you'll notice he's also 18. We did only just sign him a couple of weeks ago. He looked fairly good, and he hasn't gone up overall. Like you can see the other fellas we've had around a while, you can see they've progressed overall, whereas he has stayed at 64 overall. So we're hoping in changing him to a centre attacking mid, which you can see here is not too far away. Hoping that we can get him, maybe a couple up overall, and he might be one that we loan out again. We've then also got just Dylan Hill. He is decent. The physicals are the thing that I worry about with him. He's short. He's not that quick. He's not that good at jumping. He's not strong. I worry about him. He's 62 overall. He's only 16, so he's got plenty of room to grow. I just wish he could grow taller and bigger, stronger, faster, harder. What is it? Anyway, look, I'm just hoping for the best with him, basically. But really, at this stage, we've got an absolutely inflated squad that we're hoping to clear out at the end of this season. Some of those youths that we don't need, like the Luke Cundles of the world. And next season, hope to integrate more of the youths that we have signed or that we've, scouted and brought through into the first team, basically. I guess Aidan O'Neill's the only real standout there. Anyway, that was a much longer opening than I was anticipating, and I better get cracking on to the one game that you haven't seen, which was against Brighton. Getting underway here, it took almost 70 minutes. It ends up being Jakub Moder. I don't know how to really say it. Jakub Moder? I don't know how to say it, but it's that drag back there, fooling Roman Saiss. They had pulled it and picked us apart, really. they were quite a difficult side to get the ball off, funnily enough. So credit to them, they were very, very good. Yakamoto getting the goal, putting them up 1-0, 70 minutes in. We dragged them back to 1-1 about 8 minutes later. It was Jedson Fernandez with an absolute pile driver, really. It doesn't end up being that far away from the goalkeeper Sanchez in goals there. But I think just the sheer pace on that ball, firing it past, was all that we needed. Unfortunately, that was it though. It was a 1-1 draw. So just very, very quickly, that does leave us just 3 points ahead of Manchester City. I'm not sure if they lost their most recent fixture, but I'm sure it was tighter than that. If we just scroll up and have a look. Yes, so yeah, we drew with Brighton, and on the same day they've lost to Liverpool, who are down in third, another 3 points back. So our draw against Brighton ended up pushing us a point further ahead. So we are 3 points ahead, 7 games to play. It's unreal that we're up there, let alone actually winning it at this stage. 7 games to go, so there's, all the time in the world for us to absolutely blow it. But at this stage, I'm, beyond happy with how we've done this season. As long as we can guarantee Champions League for next year, obviously great to win it. But, stranger things have happened. Hopefully this isn't one of those seasons, though, fingers crossed. Today, though, is all about the Champions League, second leg of our quarterfinal against Barcelona. You can see we won the first leg 5-1. We're about to head to the Camp Nou. Let's check out our lineups. Here we go then, our Wolves lineup. It will be a very, very strong lineup, really. Just about first choice in every position. The only, questionable one will be left wing, which we do have someone who's won overall better, but hasn't had as good a season, so perhaps this is our best 11, certainly for this season anyway. It's Jose Sarr in goal, a backline of Semedo, Cody, Kilman and Ait Nouri, midfield of Benassa, Barkley and Neves, front three of Neto, Jimenez and Ismail Assar, who is absolutely smashing it this season. For Barcelona, well, it again does look a little bit weird to start off with anyway. They've again got Kyle Walker playing centre-back. At least he does have a centre-back next to him in Araujo. They've then got Joel Matip again playing left-back. I'm assuming that's Kovacic from Chelsea playing right back, but then in midfield is Danilo playing the Barcelona, not the Barcelona. He's at Barcelona here, the Juventus or former Manchester City defensive mid. Oh, he's right back playing defensive mid. Man, they're confusing the hell out of me. As you go forward from there, though, it makes a lot more sense. It's De Jong and Tielemans in midfield, front three of Dembele on the right, Griezmann up front, and Memphis Depay out on the left. I think last time the best weapon was Dembele, and then I think it ended up being Pedri that got their goal, or a man who claims to be Pedri anyway, and looks completely different. Hopefully we can sort of counteract Dembele with the speed of Ait Nouri. Hopefully, I guess he did a decent enough job last week that Dembele didn't do too much. So hopefully that'll be repeating again as we protect a 4-goal advantage, not at the Camp Nou, but at El Libertador. El Libertador. Let's just go. Let's get there. So here it is then. As we walk out, fellas, on to El Libertador, not Camp Nou. El Libertador, definitely not Camp Nou. I'll remind you guys, please, just leave us a like down below. I really appreciate the support we have had. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you like the series, if you want to see how we go from here. Leave a comment down below if you think there's anything different we should be doing with those youth players coming through. If you'd like to see any challenges with the squad, like, perhaps if we don't get a clean sheet in the game, we have to play Pedro Neto in goal the next. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you reckon. Also down in the description, there's the social medias. There's the Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. Anyway, just follow them. Why not? Let's stop my yammering and let's get to kick off. We are underway. All right, let's pass the ball around. I feel a little, I think I might be feeling complacent. I don't know if that's a feeling you can actually feel. Does that make sense? I don't think that made sense. Anyway, I think I'm feeling complacent because I just feel relaxed. Even though, it should be tense. I'm playing Barcelona away, and it should be tense. Being up by 4 goals, I'm already just in a good mood. Dembele's kicking the ball away. Is he going to swing it across? No, Connor Cody's got his number. Good on you. Oh, maybe not. Oh dear. Oh, they almost, 7 minutes in, They were through us, but now it's going the other way, and that was the story in the first leg. Was the counter-attack. Oh no, I was going to say like this, but Jimenez has fluffed his lines, and ter Stegen's saved the day for Barcelona early here. It is a corner though, and who knows? No, not this time. Alright, we will recycle Nelson Semedo in his own stomping ground, old stomping ground, not own. He doesn't own Barcelona or El Libertad. Oh, Ismail Assar, last week's hat-trick hero, almost getting us another one here. Kovacic drawn in, and unfortunately, finishes draws wide. Positive start though, the fact that we've been able to, I guess, sort of open them up twice already. Oh, I meant to cross that for Jimenez. There's no way that. I was going to say that Pedro Neto's ever beating Matip in the air, but I think that might be Matip down there hurt. So that might be one way for him to win in the air, is to kill him. But it's Barcelona killing it here on the counter. Jose Sarr not killing it with his first touch. Oh dear. Wow, that was scary. My goodness. The little drag back there from De Jong was pretty elite. But luckily Sarr got there to smother it out for a corner. Wonder how Joel Matip's doing. He's got a bit of a nick apparently. Oh, and they've got a goal. Is that Benassa or is that... It's Benassa. I don't know. I never understand the marking in this game, but for whatever reason, Benassa is up against one of their centre-backs, and Araujo has fired them back. Only 3 goals behind now. 5-2 on aggregate. Corner swung in by Frankie de Jong. I explained it exactly how it is. It's Benassa up against Araujo, who, of course, wins that battle and fires it past Jose Sarr. Aït-Nouri wasn't on the line, but probably couldn't have done much about it. It was a bit in off the post, and Sarr maybe would have been the one you'd expect to get there. But neither of them could. It is Barcelona that draw first blood here. And look, I'm not going to start panicking yet, but you know, like I haven't hit the panic button yet, but I've located the button. Oh, that was bizarre. You almost just passed that in. Benassa trying to make up for his lack of height there with a good challenge on Dembele, but Barcelona will keep it and take it back our way again. This time it's Griezmann with the ball. Oh no. It's happening, isn't it? No, not this time. Frankie de Jong heading straight back at Jose Sarr from a tight angle. We might just slow it down a touch. Who am I going to give that to? We're going to give it to Cody. Who's going to give it to Benassa? There we go. We're out. And Benassa will find Barkley. Counter-attack on. And hopefully Ruben Neves can... Oh no, I was going to say carry on his run there, but he's been found out. Oh, just wide there. I was hoping to fire it across the keeper in the far corner, but he's fired it about a metre or so wide. ter Stegen not bothered. They definitely do have some very talented footballers on the pitch here. Oh god, that's... How is he so open there? I don't know who Nelson Semedo was marking, but it wasn't the left winger who he should be marking. But with Griezmann and de Jong and Dembele, they have got some... Oh no, I thought it was another headed chance there. We do get it away though. And Pedro Neto, who isn't in the box, which is a good thing, gets on the end of it and is taking it the other way, looking for Sarr. Oh, out of reach. Just tried to fire it in front of him to hopefully lash in a volley. Couldn't quite get on the end of it, just too far ahead of him. I get very frustrated with the player switching, because so many times already this match, don't know if you can hear it, but I'm trying to switch to my centre backs to get one of them to step up, but it's just impossible apparently. Oh, Sarr's free here. Oh, I couldn't find him apparently, but Jimenez has done well and can find Sarr, who can find Neves, who finds the top corner. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Perhaps the pass a little bit behind him, but Ruben Neves has done absolutely fantastically to put that one in the top corner, and He restores our 4-goal lead. It was a beautiful little counter-attack. Sarr does well to take it away from Araujo there. The pass was possibly a bit overhit, but sets it back for Neves, who adjusts well, and with his weak foot, up with the spider's lives, right in the postage stamp spot. 1-1. That's more like it. That was more like the first game, I suppose, with the pace on the, I guess, into the open space, the pace of Sarr and Neto, really, being the difference makers. Oh, and Neto getting around Matip. Maybe that's how we should be attacking Barcelona. Oh, how is Ross? Oh, it's a penalty. How is that a penalty? What's happened there? I saw Ross Barkley just about miss a sitter, but Kyle Walker's apparently taken him out. Not a penalty, but that's, I'll take that. It's going to be Raul Jimenez here to start us off. I'm going to take off the marker here and hope that I can time his bloody weird stuttered run up or fire it down the middle of the goals. You know what? That's exactly what I wanted. That's absolutely perfect. I think that's the first penalty on Dylan on the ball, and I've somehow screwed up aiming it because I've gotten rid of the target. It's gone straight down the middle and we've scored. It's very Dylan on the ball, I suppose. Not quite perfect, but I guess it works. Raul Jimenez there, finding the back of the net. Pass to Stegen for 2-1. Not happy about the penalty, really, but couldn't say no, could I? Just going to take another look at it to see if you guys can... Maybe if you guys would agree with the referee. Walker does hit him in the side, but I mean, it's just a bit of a bump. He's just trying to challenge him for the ball, isn't he? Man. I'm torn. I suppose I get it, but also, it's a bit off, isn't it? Like the header, I suppose. But I suppose I can't complain too much. However, that was just about our last kick of the game, or the first half anyway, and luckily it's gone in our favour for a 2-1 lead at the break. What's that? 7-2? 7-2 on aggregate. Half a game to play, surely we couldn't. All right, here we go. Okay, so I saw at halftime that Sevilla were beating PSG 1-0. I don't know, it probably came up in the thing, but I didn't notice it. I can't remember what their first leg was, but if somehow we can, avoid playing PSG, that would probably be good. They're a bit like Man United, I suppose, where it's just they're a bit FIFA good, aren't they? They've just gone, all right, let's sign some really good players or players with high reputations. Oh, good save there. And hope for the best. But on FIFA it works. Real life Champions League it hasn't yet. But I fear them, really. That's the crux of it. Anyway, though, that's in the future. We've got a game to play, a game to finish off, and a second ball to maybe whip in here towards Ismail Assar. Doesn't quite get ahead of his man. I'm not sure who it was, but they did well there to put him off, just like Ross Barkley did. Anyone? I was going to say in the first half, it's a bit weird that Barcelona aren't playing out from... Oh, I thought we might be on there if we won that. But luckily for Barcelona, I suppose, the tackle fell back in their favour. Oh, Max Kilman couldn't sort his feet out there. Now it's Griezmann running into the box on his good foot. I don't know why he hasn't shot. Oh, it's worked out though. Oh, straight at Sarr, which has been rather helpful this game. We know what Sarr is like with, any effort not straight at him. Man, they're letting me just walk this through, aren't they? It's Semedo around the outside. Oh, can't find anyone. Oh, that was a bloody harsh ball back. I couldn't talk then. I don't know if you heard me stutter. Barcelona have taken it the other way though, and Semedo well out of position. They could have maybe seen something there, but they couldn't capitalise. And we're taking it the other way, where we might just slow our build up down a touch to hopefully create something, and Barkley with a little, oh no, little drop of the shoulder gets him around his man, onto his good foot. No, maybe Ross Barkley's who we need to improve. Maybe Ross Barkley needs to be replaced with an Nkunku or something like that next season. I suppose if we win the league or the Champions League this year, I think next year we've just got to sort of, all guns blazing, go for it, spend all our money, really beef up our squad, and have a bit of fun with it maybe. I don't know. Speaking of having fun, chasing Barcelona is not that. And Griezmann, can't find a way past Kilman, who I was actually reading the other day about why he can't actually play for Ukraine. It's pretty silly. But something to do with he played for the England futsal side, so he can't play for another country's outdoor side. I don't know. And it's like, man, he was I don't know, 17 at the time. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Good save from anyway. I really love a tangent, don't I? Good save from Terstegen, popping it out for a corner here. We'll make all 3 subs, which isn't something we really do often. We've brought on Fabio Silva, O'Neill, and Calvin Koch. Calvin Koch and O'Neill is our midfield with... Oh, Cocky! Oh, no. Cocky. Anyway, with Ruben Neves now holding, just because he had more stamina than Benassa, so I thought it possibly made more sense. Is he onside? Is he? He is. Wow. Oh, straight at Jose Sarr. I guess Connor Cody did well there to track back. If Sarr had come out, he would have shifted over him, so I retreated, and he just ended up firing it straight at him, unfortunately. Oh, nearly an effort there from Griezmann. I was just silent there, wasn't I? Oh no. Well, there it is. I panicked. I tried to slide, and as soon as they actually finish it, either side of Jose Sarr, it goes in. Man, they're excited for being down by 4 goals, aren't they? Yeah, that's me. Down 4 goals. Sure, mate. All right. Anyway, it's okay. To be fair, that was beautiful from Frankie De Jong there. The little, side to side little control either side of the sliding challenge from Connor Cody was beautiful, as was the finish. But come on, mate, you're down by 4 goals. Maybe don't celebrate too hard. But I mean, time's now winding down. Oh, they're starting to do that thing where they decide to press now. Oh no. 4 goals could become 3 here. Oh, good save. Jose Sarr isn't having a bad one, is he? Might try and find a winger with a long one here. Oh, doesn't quite get in behind. Now they've got Kyle Walker actually playing as, I think it's the right of 3 centre-backs, like he does for England. Now they've got him there, Ismaila Sarr might actually struggle, as might we, to go the other way. Or we'll slice through them. It's this time it's Fabio Silva trying to find Ismaila Sarr. No. Kyle Walker being there to mark him does the job. And we'll try and go the other way. Alright, time winding down. Oh man. They're pressing this last 10 minutes or so. It's actually difficult to play through. If they could have done anything like this. Tried the 1-2 there. Couldn't get around him quick enough. Could make that tackle though. Oh no. Now Neves is out of position. And that pass is shocking. They've gone the other way with it. Not sure why Jose Sarr didn't come to that, but look, doesn't matter. The result doesn't even really matter either, does it? Because we are going to run away with this by the 4 goals that we started the game with. An awful last 10 minutes, but as a whole, don't care at all. We're through to a Champions League semi-final. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Look, I'd love it to take you through the goals. Bit of an issue here. You can't see a goddamn thing. Someone at EA Sports, what's happened here? How is this a thing? I mean, we know what happened. This was a corner. De Jong took it. crossed it in. Araujo smacked it in. You wouldn't know that if this was all you watched. EA Sports? What? Why is everybody in the distance? What's happened? Come on, FIFA. Be better. Be better. We'll skip through, though, to see who we've got in the next round. Here it is then, guys. It's the draw. I mean, I could say we want it because we had them in our group. And over the 2 games, if that's how the 2 legs goes, we're through. We beat them 3-2. We drew 2-2. I think we won 3-2 away and then drew 2-2 at home. I might be mistaken there. Could be the other round. It doesn't matter. What matters is we're through to the semi-finals. The other semi is the 2 FIFA good sides, PSG and United, up against each other. So we'll only have to go against one if we should get to the final, which you'll find out next video. So there's 4 games between now and the second leg. So we've got, I think it's Burnley, West Ham and Newcastle in the league. In amongst that is the first leg away at Camp Nou. Camp Nou? My goodness. Absolutely mind-numbing. At the Bernabeu. And then we'll come back for the second leg. I can't believe we're through to a Champions League semi-final. Maybe we do need to start doing forfeits or something so that it doesn't become this quick of a rebuild. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that'll wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. I'd appreciate a like, a comment, a subscription. Make sure you drop those below. Make sure you follow us on the socials. And until next time, when we go again to try and get to a Champions League final. That doesn't sound real, but it is. Peace.